Abrego Garcia stepped out of a Tennessee jail with his attorneys a short time ago and will soon be back in Maryland for the first time since March, when ICE agents wrongly took him into custody.
There are still many questions about the Trump administration's next move in this case now. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren live at the federal building downtown with more on the conditions of Abrego Garcia's release. Mike, good evening.
Good evening, Rick and Nikki. Abrego Garcia will be required to check in with immigration agents here by phone by 10 o'clock on Monday morning. He left Tennessee under tight security. He is required to wear an ankle monitor and undergo anger management treatment. This is video of Kilmar Abrego Garcia's release from a Tennessee jail. He is now headed back to Maryland after a temporary order keeping him in custody expired today. WJZ Investigates has reviewed Abrego Garcia's order of release. It says his brother will take custody of him. It also says if Abrego Garcia is again taken into ICE custody, the government will make sure he has access to his attorneys. Abrego Garcia's lawyers have hired a private security firm to bring him to Maryland. They fear the federal government could move to immediately detain and deport their client once he gets here.
At this point, we're anticipating that they're going to try to send him to a third country since he has that withholding protection from El Salvador. So we're prepping everything we can right now for that eventuality.
Judge Paula Zinnes in Maryland provided some protections, including a mandatory 72-hour notice before deportation, to allow Abrego Garcia's attorneys to build a case against it.
So where do y'all live at?
Where I live? I live in Maryland.
Maryland?
Yeah.
Abrego Garcia is still facing human trafficking charges in Tennessee, which his lawyers have filed to dismiss. His wife and Maryland advocacy group CASA have fought since Abrego Garcia was wrongfully detained in March to gain his release.
I find myself again torn from my children's, traveling back to Nashville to fight for Kilmar's freedom.
In a statement, Abrego Garcia's lawyer Sean Hecker says, today Kilmar Abrego Garcia is free. He is presently en route to his family in Maryland after being unlawfully arrested and deported and then imprisoned, all because of the government's vindictive attack on a man who had the courage to fight back against the administration's continuing assault on the rule of law. He is grateful that his access to American courts has provided meaningful due process. Now, Senator Chris Van Hollen, who visited Abrego Garcia in El Salvador, says this shows that the legal system has worked, and he says he's glad to see Abrego Garcia heading back to Maryland to be with his family. He says when one person's rights are denied, we're all at risk. We're live in your corner at the Federal Building downtown. Mike Helgren, WJZ.